boy who collected tomorrows. In a quiet town where the sky always seemed a little closer to the earth, lived a boy named Arav. He was not special in any way that the world could see. He did not run the fastest, speak the loudest, or dream the biggest. What he did have, however, was a habit no one understood. Every night before sleeping, Arav would sit by his window with a small notebook and write one sentence. "Tomorrow I will try again." He never wrote what he would try, just that he would. 1. A childhood of small losses. Arav grew up in a modest home. His father was a school teacher who believed silence was discipline, and his mother stitched clothes for neighbors late into the night. They loved Arav, but love in their house was quiet and tired. At school, Arav was often invisible. Teachers praised louder children. Friends forgot to wait for him. When teams were chosen, his name came last. Once during a school play, Arav practiced for weeks, memorizing every line. On the day of the performance, another boy was chosen because his voice was stronger. That night, Arav opened his notebook and wrote, "Tomorrow I will try again." And he did, by clapping the loudest from the audience. 2. The Notebook of Tomorrows. As years passed, the notebook filled with hundreds of tomorrows. Tomorrow I will speak. Tomorrow I will study harder. Tomorrow I will not cry. Tomorrow I will believe in myself. But life, as it often does, tested him. When Arav was 16, his father fell ill. The house grew quieter than ever. Dreams of college faded into the background as hospital bills took their place. Arav began working evenings at a small bookshop. The owner, an old woman named Mrs. Iyer, noticed him reading between customers. "You read like someone searching for something," she said one day. Arav smiled weakly. "Maybe I am." She handed him a worn book and said, "Stories don't give answers. They give courage." That night, Arav wrote in his notebook, "Tomorrow I will not give up." 3. A dream that felt too big. After his father passed away, Arav almost stopped writing in the notebook. The future felt empty, heavy. But one evening, while cleaning his drawer, he found it again. Page after page, every past version of himself was still hoping. So he dared to write something new. "Tomorrow, I will dream bigger." Arav decided he wanted to become a writer. Not a famous one, just someone whose words could sit beside a stranger and say, "I understand you." He began writing at night after work, sending stories to magazines. Rejections arrived like clockwork. "Not suitable. Try again later. We regret to inform you." Each rejection hurt, but he still wrote the same sentence every night. 4. The letter that changed everything. One rainy afternoon years later, Arav received a thin envelope. He almost didn't open it. Inside was a letter. "Your story moved us. We would like to publish it." Arav sat on the floor and cried. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly, the way he always had. That night, for the first time, he didn't know what to write. After a long pause, he wrote, "Tomorrow I will help someone else try again." 5. The man with the lamp years passed. Arav became a writer, not famous but known enough. He volunteered at libraries, spoke to children who thought they were invisible, and told them one simple thing: "You don't need to win today, you just need to continue." Every night he still kept a notebook by his window. One evening a young boy knocked on his door. "I feel like I'm not good at anything," the boy said. Arav smiled, handed him a blank notebook, and said, "Then start with this sentence." The boy read the first page. "Tomorrow I will try again." And somewhere, quietly, another light turned on in the dark. Moral of the story: you don't become strong all at once. You become strong by choosing tomorrow, even when today hurts.